Do you struggle with English communication? Does it feel like a massive mountain that you can't seem to climb? For many non-native speakers, English can indeed seem like a daunting challenge. You may find yourself wrestling with irregular verbs, stumbling over unfamiliar pronunciations, or feeling lost in a sea of idioms that don't seem to make any logical sense. In our increasingly globalized world, the ability to communicate effectively in English has become more important than ever. Whether it's for career advancement, academic pursuits, or simply connecting with people from different cultures, mastering English can open up a world of opportunities. But here's the good news. English, like any other language, can be learned and mastered, and it doesn't have to be a painful process. By breaking it down into manageable chunks, learning English can become a rewarding journey rather than a daunting task. Fear not, you are not alone in this journey. Today we will break down the process of learning communicative English into easy, manageable steps. The first step to mastering English communication is understanding the basics of grammar. Now, grammar may seem like a daunting task, but it's essentially the glue that holds language together. It's what allows us to form coherent, understandable sentences. Imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. That's what speaking a language without grammar is like. So how do you get started on this journey? There are plenty of resources out there. A good grammar book can provide you with structured lessons and exercises. Apps and websites, on the other hand, offer interactive and engaging ways to learn. They often include quizzes, games, and real-life examples that can make learning grammar less intimidating and more enjoyable. And yes, it may seem like a lot to take in, but remember, every journey begins with a single step. It's all about taking it one day at a time. Remember, grammar is the backbone of any language, so take the time to understand it well. The next step is to expand your vocabulary. Having a wide vocabulary is like having a toolbox full of tools. The more tools you have, the more tasks you can accomplish. In terms of language, the more words you know, the more effectively you can communicate your thoughts and ideas. Reading widely is a great strategy to build your vocabulary. Dive into novels, newspapers, or even online articles. Each source will introduce you to new words and phrases, broadening your lexical repertoire. Flashcards can also be a powerful tool. Write a new word on one side and its meaning on the other. Review these regularly, and you'll find these words naturally weaving into your conversations. Lastly, make it a goal to learn a few new words every day. It might seem small, but it adds up quickly. Over time, you'll see a significant improvement in your ability to express yourself. With a rich vocabulary, you can express yourself more accurately and confidently. The third step is to improve your pronunciation. Pronunciation is the way in which a word or a language is spoken. Correct pronunciation not only enhances understanding, but it also prevents miscommunication. It's like the icing on the cake that makes your English sound more natural and fluent. Now, how can you improve your pronunciation? There are several ways. First, listen to native English speakers. This could be through movies, songs, podcasts, or even radio. Try to mimic their pronunciation. It might feel like parroting at first, but it's a proven technique. Second, use pronunciation apps. They can help you understand the nuances of sounds and tones in English. Some of these apps even provide feedback on your pronunciation. Third, practice aloud. Speaking English out loud can help you get a feel for the rhythm and flow of the language. Remember, practice makes perfect. Good pronunciation can make your English sound more natural and fluent. The final step, and perhaps the most important, is to start thinking in English. You've heard it before, but it bears repeating. To truly master a language, you need to live it, breathe it, and yes, even think in it. The brain is a powerful tool, and when you train it to think in English, you're speeding up the learning process and making communication smoother. Imagine going about your daily activities, but with a twist. As you make your morning coffee, think, I am making coffee. Simple, right? The more you practice, the more natural it will become. The goal is to stop translating in your head and start thinking directly in English. This might seem daunting at first, but remember, every journey begins with a single step. And here's a tip. Try narrating your day in English. It's a fun way to practice, and before you know it, you'll be thinking and speaking in English without even trying. When you begin to think in English, you have truly mastered communicative English. Now, let's recap what we've learned today. Becoming proficient in communicative English is a journey, a process that unfolds step by step. Today, we've explored 4 key steps that will guide you on this path. First, we dove into the basics of grammar. Understanding the structure of the language is like building a foundation for a house. It's the groundwork upon which everything else rests. From sentence construction to verb tenses, mastering grammar will give your English communication a solid base. Next, we turned our attention to expanding your vocabulary. Just as an artist needs a variety of colors to create a masterpiece, you need a wide array of words to express your thoughts, ideas, and emotions in English. The more words you know, the richer your conversations will be. Then, we focused on pronunciation. Proper pronunciation ensures that your words are understood clearly by others. It's like music. Hitting the right notes makes the melody pleasing to the ear. So, practice those sounds, rhythms, and intonations to make your English speech melodious. Lastly, we emphasized the importance of thinking in English. This is the final yet crucial step. When you start thinking in English, it becomes an integral part of your thought process. It's like switching the language of your internal GPS, guiding you naturally and effortlessly to your destination. While these steps may present challenges, especially for non-native English speakers, remember that they are surmountable with consistent effort and practice. Every day, with every word you learn, every sentence you construct, and every thought you express in English, you are making progress. It's like climbing a mountain. The ascent may be steep, the path may be rocky, but with each step, you're getting closer to the summit. And what awaits you there? The reward of being able to communicate effectively in English, to express yourself with ease and confidence. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. So, start your journey today and soon, you'll be communicating in English with ease and confidence.